Welcome to Master It Monday. Do I have a treat for you today? We have a special guest. We're going to be talking about how to get the most out of your cell phone pics for your social media today. And I have a very special guest. Say hi if you're joining us today live. This is Master It Monday. My name is Maggie Carey. I'm your host, and we're going to be sharing some tips on how you can take your social media to skyrocket levels. So I know you need to do that because that's why you're here. That's what we do at Master It Media. And Master It Monday is designed to give you tips, actionable tips that you can take right away and apply to your social media. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to my special guest, Jean Turman. Hi, Jean. How are you?
Hey Maggie, I'm great. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. I've got to tell you, Jean is. We're gonna tell you where you can find Jean online right away because you are gonna love this lady, JeanTurmanPhotography.com. Jean, can you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself?
So, I am a photographer. I've been a photographer for about 16 years professionally. This is my studio that I'm in, one of the rooms in my studio in Wyckoff, New Jersey. And I am the headshot queen. So, if you're looking for something to make you look authentically you, something that you love and something that connects, that's what I do. I make that happen. But I also create marketing images for websites, images for whatever you need if you need to tell your story. My job is chief storyteller, and I love to do it. So that's what I do.
Fantastic, Jean. So we have a few people joining us live. Let's say hi to Amy
Hi.
and Ryan. So excited to have this time free now. Me too, Ryan. And Glow Favreau, Coach Glow, joining us, and Angela. We also have Gina Waterfield. Have you not gotten enough of me today, Gina? We have been together so much today. I can never get enough of Gina. And Angela saying hi to Jean. And then, of course, woohoo, yes, we are very excited. All the love. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I cannot wait either. I have to tell you, so Jean and I met through Master Networks, and when I went to a Master Networks event, Jean was there doing a presentation. And I told her, I'm like, girl, you need to get on my Master at Monday because you have some great tips to share. So, Jean, I'm going to pop up your presentation if that's cool, and we're going to get rolling. Does that sound good to you?
Sounds awesome.
All right, let's go. Oh, look, Marianne's joining us today. Hi, Marianne. Let's get your presentation up and going. All right, Jean, take it away.
Yay. So everybody wants to know why, as a photographer, I would do this, right? This is what I do for you. I take your pictures. So why am I showing you how to do this on your cell phone? And my answer is really simple. I can't be with you 24/7. Although it's really cold here right now. So if you live in Hawaii or someplace gorgeous and warm, we can negotiate. But probably I'm not going to be with you 24/7. So how do you create the kind of images that you need for your marketing to supplement the images that you would get from someone like me, that you would get from a professional photographer? And there's quick, simple tricks to make that happen for you. I love to start out with the basics because everybody kind of forgets them. We get really obsessed with how to make it cool. But first off, you have to make it right. So when we're looking at the basics, we're really talking about how to keep things from being fuzzy and blurry and shaky. That's everybody's complaint, right? It just doesn't seem quite right, and I don't know why. And my favorite one is the first one. Keep it clean. I know, foolish, right? But I've done this presentation a lot. And every time I say this, all of a sudden people are grabbing their cell phones out of wherever and cleaning their lens. Because I bet most of you haven't cleansed your lens in forever. Sometimes people are like, oh my God, I've had my phone for 5 years and I've never cleaned my lens. So it's the thing that's been sitting on the table with you. It's the thing that you've been putting in your purse or your back pocket or wherever. And you think you're going to take great pictures without ever cleaning the lens? Clean your lens. Super simple. You have now made sure that you got something so insanely valuable from showing up today. Use a soft cloth. Even if you're wearing a soft cotton shirt, you can do the old breathe on it and clean it. Really seriously, be gentle. Don't scratch it, but do clean off your lens. And remember, your phone has lenses on the back, which are the ones that are the really high resolution lenses. But there's also that little lens on the front that you take your selfies from. Yes, you do need to clean that too. Just make sure that you're cleaning it and wiping it. No fingerprints, no whatever. Someone said, oh my God, I cleaned it off and it was chicken noodle soup. I don't know. I don't ask. Just clean your lens. The other thing that's really important is, how do you manage with blurry pictures? Blurry pictures are those, right? The ones that do that. Well, that's because you're holding your phone. It's really difficult to hold a phone. There's no real hand holders. Now, I will say, I don't know if you can see this, but I have one of those cute little things on my phone. And it does allow you to hold your phone, which is great. But you also want to make sure that you're using tripods, that you're using stabilizers. You're not using, I think I just lost my presentation. We can get that back. Oh, great. Thank you. You want to make sure that you are not resting it on a bench or really don't rest it on a railing. I've seen so many people lose their phones into lakes or whatever because they thought that railing was stable and it wasn't. But if you can get really, like, they don't cost a lot. I'm serious. I'm moving, I know. Not great, but I'm going to show you mine. So you can just get a regular tripod that you can put your phone on. You can get small grip tripods that work. There's so many things that you can get that will hold your phone and keep it stable for you. And that will really keep that motion blur from occurring, which is a really great thing to do. Oh, I love this one. Everybody uses that great zoom function. All your phones have that great zoom function that moves you in really close to the picture. But almost all your phones, especially when you go in that deep, all your phones are using digital zooms, not optical. My camera, the lens on my camera has glass all the way down that lens. So when I zoom that lens, all that glass is keeping my picture sharp and clear. That's not happening in your phone. So it's a digital zoom. All that means is it's taking the picture and then stretching the dots inside that picture. And that's why it can look fuzzy, it can look blurry, it can look like, ooh. If you take the picture as you would normally see it and then crop into the spot that you want to be close up to, it will actually be better than if you zoom in. Now, some of you do have phones that do have some optical zoom ability. You're going to have to find out. But like my phone has 2 times optical and then 4, 6, 10, 12 digital. So I'm never going to use those. Just not. I know that they're not great. Or let me rephrase that. If I don't care about the picture, maybe I'll use that. But I'm not going to use it for something I'm going to post. So stay inside that optical range. And if you can't, make sure that you're taking the picture at normal distance and then cropping into it. It really is the best thing you can do. And the next thing is the one everybody hates. You got to read. I know it seems crazy, but your phone came with instructions. Maybe they didn't give it to you, but if you go online, if you put the model of your phone online and ask for the manual, you will get the manual for your phone. And you can go straight to the camera. And you can find out some amazing things that your phone can do that you never knew. My phone has the best feature ever. It helps me when it comes to that blurry, shaky thing. I can say a word and it will click my shutter, which is awesome. People think I'm a little crazy when I'm in the park because I have my phone and I'm staring at a flower and I'm screaming smile, which is not great. But I don't have to press the button because every time you go to press the button, right? Look what's happening to the phone. So if I don't have to move the phone, if I could just hold it and say smile, I'll get a better picture. That's a really cool thing. I wonder if your phone does that. I bet your manual will tell you.
I'll tell you, I do the same thing, Jean. I have mine that says capture, but I just said it now and my phone clicked. So yeah,
That's a
it's a
little weird.
it is great. We actually had a couple of questions. I thought maybe we could just take a little
Sure.
break so Angela asked, if you're not using your phone, what kind of affordable camera would you suggest for taking pictures?
That is such that is such a contentious thing. I'm a Canon girl. And if you're looking for a consumer series camera, Canon has the Rebel series that takes beautiful photos. It's not terribly expensive. The Sure Shots are really good too. But so many cameras out there now really are doing wonderful things. I would read the reviews. I mean, Nikon has some great stuff. Sony has a great camera that you can pick up and use that will take some great images for you. It just depends on, and this is the secret to every camera you will ever buy.
Yeah.
You want to make sure it fits in your hand.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the specs are. It doesn't matter anything. If you pick the camera up and you can't hold it, if you can't get to the button to press the button to take the picture, if you can't figure out how to navigate to the dial to figure out how to move everything on the phone, that's a bad camera for you. You need one that fits your hands and you're comfortable using. And then pay attention to the specs. Then get the best one that you can inside that zone.
So we also had a question. What phone do you have that uses words? It may be a setting on your phone, Jennifer, right? I have an Android. I have a
Droid.
Galaxy, and but I'm sure it might be a setting. Do you know the name of that setting that she could search for, Jean? What the name of that setting would be? I think it's audio something.
I know it does have a name. I said it a long time ago, but it's different for every phone, make and model. The Galaxy series from
Samsung
has it. A lot of the Droids have it. I'm not sure if your Apple phone.
She's an iPhone.
I
can't see them not. I'll say that. And here's where one of the things we're going to keep going with the presentation, but one of the things that Jean said is really important that I stress in social media all the time. And that was reviews. Look at reviews. Remember, people are looking at your reviews for your business too. So, and that's what people are doing now when they want to see what is going on in the industry about your services. That's there too. So keep that in mind when you're looking at reviews. You're a customer too. And I just wanted to pull this up because Gina had made a really good. Oh, Gina's like, I need that. Everybody is now going to go out and make sure.
I know. I want that bad.
If
you don't have it, I'm going to break just for a second because I want to tell you, if you don't have it, I wish I had one here. You can get a clicker. So they do have little clickers that you can click that will allow you to control your phone. Actually, you can get some
stylists have like mine has a stylist. I can click on it too.
Yes. I bought a tripod for my cell phone and it has a clicker. So
yeah, Gina also made a point. She cleans her cell phone lens all the time because she uses essential oils, but it is one of those things that really gets you going. I'm like, we're almost 15 minutes in, Jean. Oh my gosh.
I know. We have too much to cover.
So much stuff. I'm going to stop talking and pull your presentation back up.
All right, here we go. You ready? So now we're going to head over to setting up. So I say this all the time, be real in your media. Just please be real in your media. So keep it simple. The picture on the left is simple. Like you know what you're looking at. The picture on the right is scary. So maybe if what you're trying to show people is that you have an enormous warehouse full of stuff that they will be completely confused by, the right picture would be good, but really not. The thing that's going to be more compelling is the thing that people can relate to and connect with and feel good about. So keep it simple and keep it meaningful. If you don't have a clear subject in your image, move. Move yourself. You don't have to move it. You have feet. Move. Move the camera, move you. It works. I teach photography for middle schoolers during the summer. We do a summer camp, and that's my favorite thing. They'll say, I don't like this angle. And I'm like, okay, feet, move. Also, make sure that you're paying attention to light. Lighting is really important. If you were using the flash on your phone, you are flattening your subject. You're getting rid of that three-dimensional, I want to fall into the picture look, because that's what light does. Light gets rid of shadow. So if you blow a light at something, you've just flattened it out. What you want to make sure is you have ancillary lighting, lighting that gives you that 3D effect. So you have shadow, you have brightness and shadow and depth. That's very, very, very important. You can get it with modifiers and fillers. I know people who take Reynolds wrap, they take tinfoil and they'll put it in corners to reflect light. There's all kinds of different ways to do it. But for you, probably the best thing is have a window. Be somewhere near a window. Make sure it's not the window, your object, and the camera, because then everything behind your object is light and you won't see your object. Have the window behind you so it's lighting up your object. That's your best option. And composition, going back to art class, early art class. So we love the grid, and your phone has one, by the way. So figure out how to turn it on if you need to. If you're not really into thinking composition, this is where you want to live. This is the rule of thirds. So if you turn your picture into a tic-tac-toe board, what you care about is you care about where the lines cross. These 4 spots where the lines cross on that center square, those are the most important parts of the image. That's where people's eyes should be. If you put something dead center, just right in the middle, it's actually boring. It's very balanced, but it's boring. When you put something a little bit off center, you make people work a little bit harder to find the thing you care about. It's more energetic. It gives them something to look at. It gives them something to think about, and it makes them want to really pay attention to your photo. Forgive me. So now what?
So just wanted to take Mark,
Yeah,
the Mac guy said it's, hey Siri, take a photo. Very simple and easy. We're making it way too complicated. So, and then of course we've got our Sammy joining us in. Guys, thank you for leaving your comments and keep putting them in there. Jean will answer all the questions, even if it's by commenting later on today.
So the next part is, what are you going to do now? So now you know some tips and tricks to make it work. How do you make this work for your media? Well, I said it when I said what I do. I illustrate your story. That's what you do. That's what everybody does with a camera. You are creating and illustrating a story. You want to tell something in that picture. The best way that I ever heard it described was every picture should illuminate something new to the viewer. And if it's a picture of you, it should tell them something about you. Hopefully something new and different about you. Give them something interesting to stare at. So to that end, please, not a selfie, not in your marketing, but you do want pictures of you. So pictures of you with your client, pictures of you working. Show a snapshot into your world and into your life. That's what people want to see. They want to feel like what it's going to feel like if they're working with you. They want to feel like what it's going to be like if they were in your world with you. Thank you, Gina. Also, show them what's going on. Let them see how your products work. Let them see how your services work for people, and put people in the images. It doesn't have to be a smiley face. I always call those my happy, shiny face pictures. Nobody likes those anyway. They're just not evocative. What you want is you want someone like that lovely woman who's using the product or making your recipe at the bottom. The woman in the other, her back is turned to the picture. That's okay. What it does is it allows the viewer to put themselves into that story, to view themselves as part of it. And having a person there gives them perspective. One of my favorite stories and advertisements, it was this beautiful scene of, I want to say it was the Taj Mahal, but it was this beautiful scene, and they were panning this beautiful scene of the Taj Mahal. And all of a sudden, this cat walked across. But the cat was the same size as the building, because what this person did is they built life-size models of buildings. And the cat immediately let us know, perspective-wise, the size of that model. But without the cat, you had no idea if it was big or small or whatever it was. So when you put a person into your image, you really allow people to get a really good handle on what that means and how that works. So you want to do that. I will tell you, I totally remember that ad, that video, but I completely do not remember who it was. The reason why I don't remember who it was is because they didn't put their name in it. So also make sure when you're posting your logo, you're posting your name, you're putting something to let people know. Get really used to doing that, because people have that sense memory, that visual memory of what they love, and they'll remember seeing your logo. If you miss the opportunity to put your logo there, they'll remember the picture. All right. Make it different. Take it from different angles. Use kind of interesting lighting. Do different things, not all the time. Your media should inform, it should entertain, and it should sell for you, right? So when you're informing people of something, you probably are a more straightforward look. If you're entertaining them, you can certainly get really creative with what you're doing. So that third of your media stream that's entertainment, go crazy, have fun. And experiment. Try different angles, try different lighting situations. The biggest thing that you're going to do is you're going to take 1,000 photos. One of the things that I love is when people come to see me and they say, I don't know why, I follow this person on Instagram and every photo is gorgeous. And in a lot of cases, I know some of the people. And the secret is they take 100 shots before they figure out the one they like. So don't think that because you took a shot and it didn't work, that you're bad at this. You're not. It takes trial and error. I've spent years learning how to do this so I can do it without having to do it in 100 photos. If you didn't train for this, if it's not what you do all the time, plan on being there for a little bit. It's okay. It also doesn't have to be perfect. That's my next favorite thing. It doesn't have to be perfect. People want to know you. It doesn't have to be. I will say, I put this one in here. This is just me. I am not a fan of seeing the backs of people's lower torsos. I will not say the word but on Maggie's media stream. Oh, sorry, Maggie. But I put it here because I want to say that. Be careful about all the little incidentals in the image, right? Because sometimes there's something in the corner that just doesn't look right. And you're so focused on the thing that you loved, you kind of missed that there was garbage on the side or something was going on. So pay attention to the whole picture before you post it. It's important. All right, we're closing out, I promise. Do you want to go to the next one? Okay, so then it's where? Where does it go? So cell phone images work well on your media streams, but they're only part of your post schedule. So mix it up, keep it interesting. Remember, you're informing people, you are promoting yourself, and you're actually putting out entertainment. So mix it up, give them different things to do. Everybody loves those gorgeous quotes. If you notice, there's a tone to all of this. When you're in your streams, and Maggie will help you with this, I know, you want to keep a tone. You want to make it so that it all feels organic when they're looking at your media streams and they know you. If you have brand colors, incorporate them. It's a really important thing to do. It makes a difference. You can include product shots. I think you really do need to include product shots. If you are truly selling an essential oil, you can do a straight up product shot of that bottle of oil. That's okay. But if you have someone dropping oil onto their hand, or if you have someone dropping it into an infuser or whatever you're doing, that is going to be a more compelling story. Oh, I'm so glad, Sandy. That's going to be just a more compelling story inside your media stream than just a bottle of oil. And filters. This is my last moment in the presentation. Everybody knows about filters. Everybody knows about filters. And you have all seen an overprocessed image. I refuse to show you one because they make me cry. You have pores on your face. I know, but you do. You have stuff going on in your world. People want to connect. When you over filter, people disconnect from you because you're lying to them and they know it. So don't lie to them. Don't run huge, horrible filters on your stuff. They know it doesn't work. You can certainly like color grade or what is it, like Claritin or whatever in Instagram. You can run those filters. It's okay. I rarely run them at 100%. I usually dial it down to 50% if I'm going to use them. I don't use them very often, but if I'm going to use them, I will. But keep it pretty much the same. Find your favorite ones and stick with them. Don't confuse the people by doing thousands of filters all the time. Find the few that you really love, stay within that range, and then people can get to know you and get to know what to expect from you. And that matters. Remember, you're illustrating a story. Imagine if you went to read your child Goodnight Moon, I love that book, and every picture looked like a different artist drew it. Probably not great. That's your story. You're telling a story. Make sure you're illustrating it the same way so people want to come back to you because they know what they're going to get from you. So that's my presentation. That's where that goes. I'm going to say this, right?
Jean, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
But I'm going to say something that's really important, Maggie. So hold on one second.
Yeah.
It's about you, right? One of the things that is incredibly important when you're doing this is make sure you're showing up in your media. Make sure that it is authentically you. And I know that that's, in Maggie's heart too. And Maggie can really help you with that when it comes to your overall media, where you're going to go, how you're going to use it, where it makes the most sense to use it. But just really be you. Don't show people what you think people will like. Show people what you are. And then the people that like that will come to you and it will be so much better for you.
Absolutely, Jean. And I say this all the time, be authentic, be your genuine self. First of all, it's the way to connect to people, and connecting to people is what's going to get people to buy from you because they trust you, right? So it's all that thing. And everybody has their own amazing, unique story, and they should really drive those people who they love will love them and will be their raving fans. And for those, my mother always used to say, there are going to be people who love you and there's going to be people who hate you. Don't worry about the people who hate you.
No, I had an Italian mother. My mother would go, wait, they don't like you?
No, that's Italian. I turn my mother Jewish every time because that's what I hear in my head. But we have some praise for you here. I want to pull these up. Jennifer, thank you for coming. Awesome. Do it again. Okay, so watch it on the replay, Facebook or YouTube. We have so much wisdom. Thank you. Takeaway nuggets. Mark, nicely done. Thank you, Mark. Authentic sells. That is for sure. Authentic self sells. That should be a tongue twister. I like that. If you have any more questions for Jean, please leave them below and in the chat. She's going to look back if you're watching us on the replay. Visit her site. You want to see some beautiful photos and also learn more about Jean and her story. You can pop on over there. I encourage everybody to do this. Okay. When you see somebody that you like on social, they've given you value, go to their socials, like their page, follow their YouTube, whatever it is, and then leave a review for them. Hey, Jean just gave me, I just attended a workshop Jean just gave me. She was amazing, right? Because we all look at reviews and we all see what what's out there. So make sure, just a couple of comments on photos in my realm. I have people who use a consistent filter so that when they're posting on Instagram, that filter is the same. So play around with them and find what you like. One of the things that Jean alluded to was an Instagram thing that people do, the color blocking with a photo and then a block of a solid background that's in their branding. We kind of danced around the word branding this whole time, but that's what this is. It's when you're creating your posts on social media, they should speak to your brand. My friend Rob from Unleash My Beast brand always tells me, if it doesn't resonate with your brand, if it doesn't resonate with your brand, don't post it. Don't share it. Don't talk about it. Don't waste your time on it, because that's the key. So your photos, like you'll see a lot of my photos are going to have purple in them. Jean and I are purple compadres, right? It's all about the purple. But Jean also had her headshot, which was amazing. And I not only noticed that she was wearing purple, but she had a butterfly. That's her brand. The butterfly is in her brand.
Yeah.
So this is ways that you kind of give those triggers for people to remind them of who you are. So I'm not seeing any new comments other than the amazing, very informatives and great presentation. Awesome. This is, I needed this reminder, right? These are the things we don't always do because we don't have time. But if you make them a habit, they'll become, they'll be coming more. So here's a last comment from Amy. Thank you so much, Jean. Great presenter. I agree. She is a great presenter. And
but hang on, guys. I'm jumping in because you have to come to my Facebook page tomorrow at 3. Because guess who's going to be on my Zoomification conversations talking about how to be authentic in your media? So Maggie was lovely to invite me, and we're going to switch, and she's going to come talk to me tomorrow. So make sure you check out Jean Terma Photography on Facebook. The link is already out there, so you can click a reminder for yourself, and you can come see us again. Only Maggie's going to be doing the talking tomorrow about getting really good inside your social media streams, which I love.
Yes, and Jean, thank you so much for that opportunity. I love doing speaking engagements. It is one of the things, and popping on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen that are watching, this is the way to grow your following. This is the way to get people to know who you are. This is what is going to drive people to buy you. We're being our authentic selves. I imitated my mother. It's what I think. It's just do you, be you and be amazing. So we've got Jennifer who's going to join us again tomorrow. Thank you, Jennifer. I am looking forward to that. I'm going to be sharing information on my feed so you can find out. Jean, at the end of this, please pop on to our YouTube channel and our Facebook channel under this video. She'll leave the link directly so you can pop right over to her Facebook tomorrow and follow that. And
Perfect.
Of course, if you're busy tomorrow at 3, we understand, but make sure that you like it and follow it because you can always watch it on the replay, right, Jean?
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, this has been fabulous again, Jean. Thank you so much for your time. Lastly, make sure you reach out to me, Maggie Carey at Master It Media. I'm here to help educate you on developing an engaging social media presence that will skyrocket your promotion for less time, money, and stress in order to cultivate a loyal audience. And as always, we're here every Monday at 2:00. Make sure Eastern time. Make sure you join us because we're always providing great tips to help you leverage your social media and drive those clients knocking at your door. Again, Jean, thanks again. And everybody have a fabulous Monday, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Thanks, Maggie.